First-time homebuyer advice. Today we're going to be talking about something you need to know if you're looking at getting a mortgage, because I am seeing more and more of this every day. And generally when I'm talking to the buyer about like, hey, did you know what this meant when the lender gave this to you? The answer is no. So today we're going to be talking about points. What is a point? Okay, so there's two different types of point. There's origination point and there's a discount point. An origination point is what a lender is charging you for them to do the loan for you. So a red flag would be 2 or 3 points or 4 points or 5 points or 6 points. That is a lot of points in lender origination. For certain loans like VA, even 1 point is a red flag. Okay, so really keep an eye out for origination points. Now, what a point is it's 1% of your loan amount. So we're gonna just do easy math today. So let's say the loan amount is $200,000. Well, then 1 point would be $2,000. So if you're doing a $200,000 loan and the lender's charging you 3 points origination, they're charging you $6,000 to do your loan. That is the wrong number. That is the wrong number, okay? Now, what is a discount point? Because that's what you're going to see more of, although I've seen some crazy stuff recently. So a discount point means that you are buying the rate below market. So let's just say, and I'm making these numbers up, these numbers are not real, these numbers are not a promise of credit, these numbers are made from the sky. Disclaimer. So let's just say the rate is 7%. Okay, with no points, meaning you're not paying extra money for that rate. At 7.5, the lender would give you a lender credit. That means that the rate is above market. Okay, so at that higher rate, they can give you money towards like a closing cost credit. Okay, so 7.5 is above, 7% is the market rate, and then you've got below market, and that's where discount points come to play. So let's say to get to 6.5, it's 3 points, 3 discount points. Once again, that means the lender is charging you on that $200,000 loan for 3 points, $6,000 to get that rate, okay? Does it make sense? A lot of the ones I've seen recently absolutely do not. And what I'm seeing more of is I'm seeing, the conversation the buyer's having with the lender. The buyer goes, oh, hey, what are rates? And they go, oh, I'm at 6.75. And the buyer goes, oh my God, cool. And they go, cool, you wanna lock? Yeah, okay. Guys, you forgot to ask a question. Does that include any discount points? What are your lender fees, right? Now, you would assume, well, if there were points and fees, the lender would tell me, right? No, not always. I mean, I always quote saying, hey, like this is no points, here's what my fee is, or this is with 1 point. That's not normal. That is not normal. What's being sent to me right now, because so many of you guys send me stuff, which I appreciate it, like the loan estimates, I'm happy to answer your guys' questions. I do that for free all the time. You guys know that. But I'm seeing stupid amount of points where I'm like, guys, like, I had one, it was a cash out refi, and they were paying $30,000 in discount points to take out $10,000. And the rate was gonna still be higher than where they were now. It made no sense in a billion years. But you guys aren't trained to look at that. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fault the buyer. Like, you're watching this video, so you're gonna know now, but like, what class did you take in high school or college that talked about points? Right? None of them. So, when people just hear a rate from a lender, it doesn't even occur to them that there's a world where that rate could cost the same amount as a car. Yeah, a car, but there is, and it's existing. And right now, rates have gone up so quickly, and a lot of lenders are not good at delivering bad news. They're scared to tell you what rates really are because they think you'll run away, because in many cases you will. So they say a low rate, you say great, they see that you have the money in your bank account to pay for the points, right? So it's on you to find it in the loan estimate. So whenever you're talking to a lender, you really want to be asking, okay, does this have any discount points or origination points? And if you guys like the rate and they say no to this, right? If they say yes to this, you just need to make sure the math works, okay? And a good lender will take the time to do that. I have people all the time that are like, well, Jen, I want to buy more points. And I'm like, no, it doesn't make sense. I can't mathematically show you that this makes sense I am not going to light your money on fire because you heard a YouTuber say buy as many points as possible, which is nonsense. It's nonsense. It's not like one discount point equals 1% off of rate. It changes with the margins. Sometimes you could pay 3 points and not even go down 1/8%. It's like, oh, it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing, guys. So look, you know now, a discount point is something that a lender charges you to get a below market rate. Now, that brings up another argument. Is the rate that they originally offer you with no points going below that, is that below market? Not necessarily, it's for them, right? Because all lenders price differently. So someone may say, oh, well, to get to 6.875, it's 2 points. You could talk to another lender where 6.875 is 0 points. Seriously. So whenever you're rate shopping, and I'll do a video on that as well, you want to make sure that besides rates, you're asking if there's any discount points or origination. And then no matter what, you need to verify on the loan estimate. The loan estimate box A will have if there's any discount points or origination points, okay? Full disclosure right here. VA, I do not have an origination fee. Conventional FHA, everything else, my fee is $1,440 regardless of the loan amount, period. See, that was easy. Wasn't hard, right? But when you're talking to lenders, they're not usually going to be that transparent. You don't want to end up in a position where you're about to buy a house, and in order to buy a house, you have to get a rate that requires you to buy a car worth of points. Okay, I know this has been passionate, but guys, some of the stuff I've seen recently, like I keep on screenshotting it because I feel like I should do like a slideshow of just the shenanigans, but it's like, if you have to pay $30,000 on a $300,000 loan to get the rate, something's wrong. And it doesn't even mathematically make sense, and it's not gonna even pass the federal guidelines, so it's a mistake in the making. So eyes wide open, whenever you're talking to lenders, make sure you know what a point is and make sure you ask if you're being charged it. So as always, I am licensed in 48 states, everywhere but Rhode Island and Utah, so if you need a mortgage, please reach out. We will not trick you with points. Thanks.